Good afternoon, everybody from Universal Studios. We have a Medallion. It is finally installed. We also have the 5 IP houses on display up here. We're gonna show you that in just 1 second. We also have an entryway signage here that's like neon. I don't think they had that last year. We're gonna show you that. And also the Peacock bar has some signage. A lot of signage has been showing up today. That is the theme of today's video, signage, signage, signage. There's not a whole lot of updates, but there are a lot of signs to show you, so let's waste no more time and get inside the park. Here it is, the Medallion, along with, again, the 5 IP houses that we are getting this year. Stranger Things, Exorcist, Last of Us, Chucky, and Monsters Unmasked. Love to see it. They did repeat, it looks like, the kind of mesh backdrops to the posters. Either way, we have them all up here. And then on the sign, we don't have Dr. Oddfellow per se, but we do have those symbols there. So you can see the Zodiac symbols. I'll get you a closer look in just a second. But there are kind of the Zodiac symbols and then his little icon there with his like little circles and like the needles or whatever. It's a bizarre kind of symbol, but we'll show you that in just a second. And then way out there, you could see the neon sign that says Halloween Horror Nights over kind of that facade that we imagine Dr. Oddfellow will be. So let's just get a little bit of a closer look here so we could all see what's really going on. There is the Medallion Select Night, September 1st through November 4th. Looks beautiful. And again, there are some of the symbols that we are seeing around the outside. You can actually see it says Halloween Horror Nights, Never Go Alone, all the way on the outside. Apologize for how loud it is. Either way, looks beautiful. Let's take a look at some of these posters over here. There's The Last of Us there, and then you can see again kind of the symbology on the outside for Dr. Oddfellow, which is interesting. So I wonder if they're gonna do that for every single house. But then over here we have Chucky, same thing. So it looks like they used kind of the same kind of print there on the outside and then put whatever house then on the inside there. Over here we have Universal Monsters Unmasked. Very, very cool. Let's check the other side. But again, I do want to point out these like cages on the outside are the same ones from last year. Here we have the Exorcist Believer. Very basic, right? That's just like a text logo, kind of interesting. Over here we have that Stranger Things now streaming on Netflix. A lot of people are rewatching season 4. Smart choice, by the way. But again, that kind of outer part is all the same between all the posters. Either way, Medallion's here, posters are here, which means HHN is right around the corner. So take a look at the times, by the way. Wednesday, the park is only open till 6 because they are doing the team member previews, I believe, that day. And then Friday, there it is, 5 p.m. opening night, which means it will be closed down at 5, setting up Stay and Scream and getting ready for opening night of HHN. Either way, let's get checked in and then check out this entry facade as well with the new neon sign. I would like to kindly ask if you guys want to see more HHN content, especially opening night here in just like 5 days at this point. Please subscribe to the channel, turn that little bell notification on. I think we're gonna have almost a video, it feels like every single day at this point. I don't totally know, we're very close and I just feel like there's so many things that are going on in the park. Either way, please consider subscribing if you wanna see more Halloween Horror Nights content. Let's go ahead and show you this sign as you are walking into the park. There we go. The Halloween Horror Nights neon sign has been plastered here. This looks amazing. They did not use this, I don't believe, last year. Also looks like the R has a different color, like neon light around it, as if it's almost red. So I wonder if that's gonna blink of some sort. We do have this entry sign here as you are walking into Dr. Oddfellow's Scare Zone. We will do a few updates today to see if anything new is going on. I don't know if there's much happening. There was some new merch, at least online. I don't know how much has actually gotten into the parks, which is just crazy to think there was all of this merch drop last night, and now today we're getting even more. Again, this is probably going to be a much shorter video because there's not a whole lot to cover for today. Mostly it was the signage and then the Medallion and everything like that. There is still the Peacock bar we need to go check out, and I am going to be checking out the store here to see if the 5 and Dime has any merchandise. But just overall, just expect to kind of have a little bit of a shorter video. It looks like they did do a pretty fresh restock here on the sizes. So yesterday there was like 5 left. Now you have some smalls, mediums, larges, extra larges. So they've kind of refilled a lot of these sizes here now. So again, I think they have plenty. It just yesterday was the first day and they were kind of limited, but as of now they have restocked just so you guys can get another look at it. Again, if you guys are interested in this shirt here, does look pretty good. I am a fan here. Also, these are 33. I think I pointed that out. And then again, these hoodies are 50 or 60. 60 it looks like. It's a little cut off there. So the hoodies look to be 60 and then 33 there for the t-shirts. So we actually didn't look at the back of this Chucky shirt. I didn't realize that there was a back here, so I'll show it to you really quick just for those of you that are interested. And it says, "I'm your friend till the end." So there is a back writing to this one. Either way, we just asked about the Lil Boo merchandise. It looks like they came out with a planter that might be over in the All Hallows Eve boutique, as well as the lanyard. So we'll make our way over there here in just a minute. Outside of what we showed you on the restock over here, nothing is new inside of the 5 and Dime. We are exchanging my medium shirt that I bought yesterday for the large because, again, the full restock. So do make sure if you guys buy something and you realize maybe it's either too small or too big, if you have your receipt, you can bring it back and they will let you just do an exact exchange. So we're gonna do that and then we'll continue on. I guess I should point out as we are kind of heading through the park now is there are some vents on these, which makes me feel like we could get some fog coming through these barrels. I don't know if that's gonna be the case, but I mean, they have it vented probably for a reason to kind of give you that effect. Still nothing around these, and I still don't think that it's going to be exposed when the time does come. Also, take a look at this little figure here. So we used to have what seemed to be a body here, it looked like, but now it's removed. So I don't know if people were seeing it and they took it down, or maybe it's not working how they wanted it to, but you can see it almost looks like they have like a bowl or something now to catch up there. But we definitely had a lump here before, and it is no longer here. So I don't know if they took something away or if they're redoing it, or I don't really know, but you could see up top, definitely looks like something is coming way closer now to that tube. They also removed the nail from that tube and had the tube come out a little further. So I think they were testing this at some point last night, as it was not here yesterday. But again, they removed whatever was sitting along this here. Also, there are no traces of like the red water that we saw that was kind of like sitting on the bottom there. So yeah, I'm guessing they ended up testing this and they are redoing, or maybe they just were kind of getting rid of some of it for now. We just asked about the tribute store here, and the team member said they weren't totally certain on whether or not it's going to be closed. They thought originally it was going to be closed by Halloween Horror Nights, and then they said they also have been hearing that potentially it will stay open during Halloween Horror Nights. So they don't totally know. So you may still be able to come to the Jurassic Park tribute store during HHN, or maybe not. But they were telling us also that some of the people that work inside this tribute store are going over to the other one. So how employment works, I think, might be a little stretched thin. So keep your eyes open. Once I hear like confirmation on it, I'll let you know. But as of now, you potentially might be able to see this. It looks like they have added some of the drapery here to what, again, I thought might have been one of these portal entrances. And I think one of you guys were saying that this is probably going to be a list of all of the houses here. So that might be the case. And this might not actually be a portal at all. Again, my thought was almost potentially that we could have gotten like a portal over here in Hollywood, just because we still haven't seen the 10th one. I am going to look again today. I don't think it's around here right now. Coming over here to what I'm kind of assuming might be a take on Mel's, because we aren't getting Mel's from what I'm hearing for HHN this year. I think it's going to be closed down through the event. And you can see again just a few pieces of kitchenware here. That book right there, I don't know if you can tell, but on like the spine, it's like dripping blood. So at least they kind of themed their booklets to it, which is also a little interesting. Either way, no updates on these, no menus still. Hopefully that'll be in like the next 2 or 3 days. Oh my gosh, I see something out there for the food booth. We're gonna go over that way. I could see a Fedra like sign flag thing in the wind. Let's go check that out. Yeah, take a look at this flag or banner that they have here for Fedra. So the Federal Disaster Response Agency. Big banner here that is leading you in to this little alley for the Last of Us food booth. I like that. That's cool. They are doing some really good stuff in this whole little alley here. I love it. Make sure you guys come through here. We might have some small updates in Shipyard 32. Something is covered up underneath this box. This looks like it would be one of those cages that we've been seeing around, but this one might have something actually gory and gruesome inside of it. So we have a cover up here inside Shipyard 32. Not a lot is actually covered in here. Most things are exposed. That might be the first thing that isn't exposed. Let's go see how Frank's looking over here. I don't know if they have a name for this. Oh, okay, so they added some touches. So now the hands have gloves on them, and it almost looks like a cap, like a little, like a hat. I'm gonna put the camera up, see if you guys can see as the wind is blowing this open. You may or may not be able to see anything. So it looks like, again, they've kind of dressed it up as if maybe it was like a maintenance person working around the docks here. Oh, I think I just heard somebody cough inside this box. Somebody might be working back there. Interesting. It also looks like they have covered the exterior here. I think I was asking about that. So now they have this tarp mesh here for this box. So you can no longer see all the way in. Instead, now they kind of have this black meshing here. Here is our next update, and it will be for the Peacock Halloween Horror Bar here. I'll go and show you the big sign over there, but right here to the left, we have a little bit more action happening inside of this truss work. They have now added lights to this. I don't think that this cardboard is going to be staying here for very long. It just looks like a piece of cardboard, but they have added lights to this, so I don't really know if it's going to be another sign like they have over there, or again, maybe a photo op opportunity, but they are starting to develop this. But again, we do have this Peacock Halloween Horror Bar. So let's go see what that big sign looks like over there. There it is. It looks like a big photo op almost here if you guys are interested. Big Peacock Halloween Horror, all your fears live here. So it says bar on the other one. This one doesn't actually say bar here. We are still a little walled off right now. So the back was just, it looks like almost like a supporting structure for this big sign here. But this looks pretty good. I think they are going all out for it this year. I think this is gonna be a cool place to hang out. And as I've mentioned in some of my older videos for Halloween Horror Nights, I've been talking about how I think they're gonna try and spread the crowds out to kind of avoid having those massive lines, 3, 4, 5 hours for one queue, just because they have some big hitting IPs this year. So with that, I would imagine this might be a cool place for people to hang out, and they're gonna try and draw more attention to it, again, to draw crowds away. Have better scare zones, so people are spending more time in the scare zones, have the bar, so more people are spending time in the bars, and that way those lines aren't getting just stacked up 2, 3, 4, 5 hours like I just said, and then ultimately the Express Pass isn't getting kind of backed up either and taking 45 plus minutes for Express, because I know people get upset about that. So I think doing this is actually a really smart move for Universal. All right, we are actually now going to head over to Islands to go check out some of the merch over at the All Hallows Eve Boutique. We are really just looking for that Lil Boo planter, and then also the lanyard to see if that is there. Again, they just released so much more merch this morning. I think a lot of it is online. I don't think there's that much in stores yet. So definitely check it out online, but we're gonna go see what we can find over there really quick. We just got over to Islands side, and they actually have the shirts here as well. A lot of options too. We have mediums, larges, smalls, extra smalls, extra smalls. They have the 5 house options too. So they're fully stocked. So they definitely restocked most things, even the hoodies. That's nice. So if you guys want, right inside Islands, they have it here too at the little photo area. Now I know we were here just less than 24 hours ago, but we do want to go look to see if they have those new Lil Boo planters and maybe again that lanyard and anything new that we might be able to find. Here are the Lil Boo succulents. They do have them in stock here. $27. It is a fake plant, so you don't have to water it, but if you guys are interested, they look amazing. Again, 27 bucks for that. Should get AP discount. But there's a nice little look, again, about the size of my palm, if you will. So again, okay size, but that is nice and fun, and they just actually came out and restocked all of these. So here we go with the event lanyard here. I did not see this yesterday. I think this is new for today. Definitely a thicker material here. It's much wider than the normal ones I feel like you get around the parks. So thick, it has a little buckle down there, a little place to go ahead and put your pouch that would hold your passes. Also, there was no price on the lanyard, so I don't know what it would be. I feel like they tend to be, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 bucks or so, depending, or maybe 12. So no price, but they do have them at least. Now, after going through the whole store, this was the only spot that I did find these Lil Boo planters here, so keep that in mind. I do think everything will end up over at the Tribute store when the time does come, but if you guys are over here in Islands, they have a lot of merchandise here, to be fair. That will wrap it up for us here at Universal Studios. Hopefully that was some fun stuff for you guys today. We did have a little bit more merch like I showed you there. We ended up picking up the Lil Boo planter. They did have the lanyard, and then obviously we had the big medallion and the posters that have been installed. We are very close to opening night. One big thing that I am seeing though is we have some rain on the way. We have a tropical storm that is brewing into a hurricane right now down in the Gulf, so we are going to monitor it. Most likely it looks like we are getting some rain for opening night. I guess traditions, right? Either way, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.